Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about a subject that I know all of you guys can relate to, and it's about working on cars. Now, if you're new to the channel, subscribe if you want to see more cool content just like this one. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's talk about the subject that we all know and love, and it's cars. Now, when it comes to working on cars, one of the best things I could tell you from working on cars since I was about 16 years old, it's a rough adventure. I'd love to say adventure. So it's just a subject that you're constantly always learning on. Now, whether you're a car guy or you're a mechanic, it's just a subject that you really got to be open-minded to, and you really got to be able to not be too stubborn and be very very relentless, very willing to absorb information, willing to go through problems that a lot of other people wouldn't go through, trying to fix a car that's, like, let's say your daily driver that's, maybe not the best, not the most reliable, keeps breaking on you, but you have a passion and love for it, while normal people would, get more of a car that you'd finance and not worry about things like that. It's just a different, we're in a different realm, different breed, and it's just a different world. But going more into the things that you got to be very open-minded about is, car problems that may arise, and you will have car problems regardless of what, car you may be into, whether you're modifying it or just daily driving it, is, you're going to have those issues. You're going to have, control arms failing, you're going to have alternators failing, and, you'll have the simplest of jobs. However, sometimes that simple 1 hour job won't necessarily be a simple 1 hour job. It'll be a 6 hour job. It'll be hour that's supposed to be 20 minutes, and then it turns into 5 hours. It's just those kinds of jobs. And although it may be very frustrating, although you may want to give up and throw in the towel and throw away the car, burn air, whatever the story, those are the best times that you have to just absorb information, absorb what is going on, really just realize that those problems are really there to teach you for future things. Although you may not want it, it just opens your mind up to solving the problem instead of, like, throwing away, selling the car, whatever. You sticking it through and fixing it is something that really makes you in the future a better, let's say, mechanic, car guy, whatever the may sort. It just gives you better experience and helps you be able to knock out those future problems that you may have, whether it's, car related, in your life. It's just builds that backbone, builds that muscle that when shit gets hard, you fix it. You go through the steps to try to fix it, even if you may not fix it right away, even if, you may go to your friend for help or whatever it may be, even if you go to someone else or you tried your best and you couldn't figure it out, and you found out what it is with a friend helping or with a master mechanic helping, whatever it may be, it helps you learn why that happened, the logic of what happened, and how to do it in the future, or something similar. So you just start kind of in a way building a resume, but not a resume. You build a lot of experience regardless of what car it may be, whether it's Mazda, Toyota, whatever it may be. You just build this basic resume of experience, and it's one of the best things that you could take with you as you progress through life, whether you opt out of the car life or not. It's just one of those things that you have to really absorb and understand. Now, when it comes to working on cars in general, one thing I could tell you from me being a mechanic is everything obviously can be removed and everything can be installed. So even if you haven't done a job before, it's not the end of the world. It's pretty basic on almost every car. Everything has, you just gotta look at the car, scan how it's assembled, and think of the best routes to do it. There's plenty of ways of how to fix cars and how to, do certain replacement jobs, but there's always a different way. Someone may do it one way, but you can, sometimes you end up being able to scan a car and be like, oh, I could do it like this. Even though everyone does it the basic way, you're able to analyze and realize, hey, technically, if I do this, that may look like a lot more work, it's a lot less work. So it's more about, taking with you all the experiences from your previous things, and also analyzing what you have in front of you, even though you haven't done whatever job you may be doing. Me as a mechanic and me as a car guy, there's a lot of cars I've worked on. However, there's every day there's a ton of jobs that I've never done before that I'm doing for the first time, and I'm taking it as is that day. Like, I haven't done it before, I'm gonna do it today, you know? Like, I've done it on other cars, and me doing on other cars, I'm able to do it and do it on that car even easier, or maybe the new car is even harder. Even jobs I haven't done before in general, you know, it's just, you just learn. You realize, like, yeah, I haven't done it before, but today's gonna be the day, you know? And then maybe you get it knocked out, or maybe you're stuck on it for a week. But just the name of the game. So, you know, when it comes to working on cars, being a mechanic, being a car guy, it's a bit stressful. It can be draining of the wallet. But if you're strategic, if you're willing to learn, if you're not just always assuming, like, the biggest thing that you want to know as a car person is don't throw parts at cars and just trying to hope that it fixes it. You got to understand why that part broke, what symptoms the car's having, and you'll be able to take that with you throughout the, you know, the rest of the way. I am broke as hell right now, and me, you know, fixing one of my daily Hondas right now, I am going through the ways of fixing it in the cheapest way possible, and analyzing what I can do and where to actually spend my money versus, you know, wasting on a lot of things that wouldn't have fixed this to begin with. So, you know, it's just more of experience. You got to take experience as you go through. You got to be willing to work on cars. You got to be willing to wrench. You got to be willing to have an open mind, and just willing to learn. So I hope this provided lots of value. This is just me being real and letting you guys know on the car realm, the car world. And if you have any questions when it comes to your cars, feel free to leave me a comment below, or even shoot me one on Instagram. I'm happy to help, whether it's a no start issue, whatever you're having control arm issues on having to remove a part that you can't remove, I got your back. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.